From the studios of Chillicothe High School, this is your CAVS News Show.
Hello, I'm Jade Ramirez.
And I'm Mari Perkins here with your CAVS News Update.
Prom's coming up, so get your tickets and guest forms. Tickets are currently being sold for $15 during X and Y lunch in the cafeteria. Guest forms are in the main office and to be turned in by Tuesday, April 22nd. Enough about prom. Here's Bethany Truman with Community Calendar.
Thanks, Jade. There are always an abundance of events going on in our community. Here are a few you should check out. The annual JC's Easter egg hunt will be April 19th at 10 o'clock in the Yaktangi Park. Be sure to bring all your little ones out for this wonderful annual event. Adena Mansion and Gardens are now open for the season. Hours of operation are Wednesday through Saturday, 9 to 5, and Sunday, 12 to 5. Admissions are $8 for adults, $7 for seniors, $4 for children 6 and up, and children 5 and under get in free. This is a wonderful way to learn more about our town's rich history. The Spring Downtown Open House will be Friday, April 18th and Saturday, April 19th. The event will include tours of our downtown district and sales from our downtown retailers. Make sure to come out and enjoy this exciting event. Attention event coordinators. If you have an event you would like to include in our community calendar, just email your event details to us at cavsnews@students.ccsd.us or message us on Facebook. That's all we have for this week. I'm Bethany Truman. Have a wonderful week in Chillicothe. Now back to Myra in the studio.
Thanks, Bethany. Your books are still for sale for $65. To order one, go to www.jostensyearbook.com.
Chillicothe High School's annual musical is coming up. They will be performing Thoroughly Modern Millie. This play is about a young woman, Millie DeMount, who moves to New York City during the Roaring '20s in search of a new life for herself. Production of Millie will be May 9th and 10th. Ticket prices are $5 for students, children, and senior citizens, and $8 for adult. Pre-sales beginning May 5th during X and Y lunches and at 5 p.m. in the CHS box office.
That sounds like a good show. I'm going to have to go check it out.
I bet it's out of this world.
Speaking of the world, here's AJ Carver with our World Report.
Thanks, Myra. Investigators in Kansas say it was a hate crime when a gunman opened fire at 2 Kansas City Jewish centers. The suspect reportedly went on an anti-Semitic rant, although the 3 people he killed were Christian and not Jewish. 2 male victims, 69-year-old Dr. William Lewis Corporan and his 14-year-old grandson, Reet Griffin Underwood, were shot in their car just outside the Jewish Community Center. The 3rd victim, 53-year-old Terry Lamano, was visiting her mother at the retirement complex when she was shot and killed. Terry and her husband had planned to celebrate their 25th year wedding anniversary on Tuesday. The search for Malaysian Airlines Flight 370 continues as an underwater drone is scanning the ocean in hopes of finding the missing jetliner. So far, search officials have found no objects of interest. New details emerged from the flight as the first officer's cell phone made contact with a tower in Malaysia just about the same time that the plane disappeared. United States officials say that a Russian fighter jet made a dozen low-altitude passes on the USS Donald Cook, located in the Black Sea. A ferry carrying over 400 people, most of which were high school students, sank off of South Korea's southern coast on Wednesday. At least 9 people are confirmed dead, 55 are injured, and nearly 300 are still missing. A man has been accused of having a fake bomb near a crowd as they were commemorating the Boston Marathon bombing anniversary. The marathon this year is set to take place on Monday, April 21st. A 14-year-old girl has been arrested after she jokingly sent out a tweet to American Airlines stating that she was part of the terrorist group Al-Qaeda and that she was going to do something, quote, really big on June 1st. American Airlines replied to her tweet saying, "We take threats very seriously and your IP address and details will be forwarded to security and the FBI." The girl's Twitter account has since been deactivated. A day later, a Southwest plane en route to Sacramento, California had to make an emergency landing after a passenger reportedly tried to open the emergency door mid-flight. That's all we have for this week's World Report. I'm AJ Carver. Now back to Jade.
Thanks, AJ. Are you proud to be a Cavalier? Why not show some spirit and buy a new Cavalier car decal? They're being sold for $5 and they're a great way to show everyone that you're a Cavalier.
Chillicothe High School will be on spring break from Friday, April 18th until Monday, April 21st. In order to celebrate Easter, CHS will be returning to school Tuesday, April 22nd.
Speaking of Easter, did you know 86% of people would prefer eating chocolate buddies instead of real ones?
That's not hard to believe. While we're talking about facts, here's Anthony Polakowski with Did You Know?
Thanks, Myra. This week I'll be bringing you some facts on Easter. Did you know that Christians consider eggs to symbolize joy and celebration, new life and resurrection? On average, households spend $131 on Easter each year. That's $14.7 billion in total. After Halloween, Easter is the biggest candy-consuming holiday. 120 million pounds of candy are bought each year, enough to fill 4 dump trucks. 90 million chocolate bunnies, 91 billion eggs, and 700 million peeps are produced for Easter each year in the United States. Americans consume over 16 million jelly beans on Easter, enough to circle the globe 3 times over. Half of the United States have banned the practice of dyeing chicks for Easter. However, Florida has recently overturned the 45-year-old law of preventing the dyeing of animals, which will come into effect July 1st. That's all for this week. I'm Anthony Polakowski. Now back to Jade and Myra in the studio.
Thanks, Anthony. That's all this week, Chillicothe. I'm Myra Perkins.
And I'm Jade Ramirez. Have a wonderful and safe spring break, Chillicothe.